Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Doesn't it feel great to sing that? Amen. After everything we've gone through the past few weeks. You know, every year, we probably hear the Easter story a little bit differently. Especially this year, when we spent the last several weeks, the majority of the Lenten season in self-quarantine because of the coronavirus. Where we are on our journeys in life to Jerusalem and Calvary and beyond affects what we hear and how we hear it. Like, if you are celebrating the safe return of a lost son or daughter, the empty tomb is the assurance of God's protection during the darkest of nights and along the most dangerous roads. If you're mourning the loss of a spouse, a child, or a dear friend, maybe to the coronavirus, I just read this morning that there are over 110,000 deaths throughout the world as a result of this virus. The angel's question about seeking the living among the dead may be the first light of hope to illuminate your broken heart. The promise that the risen Christ has lovingly taken your loved one to the dwelling place of his Father in heaven. If you've lost your job, or if your family is struggling to make ends meet, the moving of the immovable rock is a sign of God's grace, enabling you to realize what is truly dear and important to you. And in the sight of the stone rolled away, God extends his hand to lift you out of your despair and to help you realize the abilities and gifts that you have that will enable you to live your life with meaning and purpose. And then there's the compassionate women who came to anoint the body of their dear friend and their rabbi, who came to the tomb, by the way, having no idea how they are going to move that stone out of the way. And they are also the first to hear the good news and then become the first messengers of the resurrection. Those women are God's exaltation of loving humility and selfless generosity over wealth and power. And then, in the midst of all of this, is the risen Christ himself. The risen Christ who takes up our crosses with us and who opens up the tombs that enwrap us, who walks among us in every expression of compassion, in every act of generosity, in every experience of reconciliation and peace. Yes, depending on where we are on this Easter journey, wherever we find ourselves in life, we hear the story a little bit differently. Especially today when we're self-quarantined and we're isolated and we have to keep at least 6 feet apart from each other. Even today, although we aren't together physically to celebrate Easter in this beautiful church, we are connected in spirit. We are connected in spirit. I want to ask Sister just to take a moment or two just to turn around and so she can get a shot of these beautiful pictures of parishioners and friends throughout the country and throughout the world who sent their pictures to be attached to the pews in this church this morning so that they are here physically praying with us. What a beautiful sight this is. And my brothers and sisters, this connection is real. And it's just as real and powerful as ever. And our risen Lord has made that connection possible by the greatest victory ever. His victory over death. And because of this victory, nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate us from him. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate us from the love of the risen Jesus Christ. And it's the same love, by the way. It's the same love that unites us, even during the worst of crises, including the one that we're all experiencing right now, today, throughout the world. And when we are united in the love of the risen Jesus Christ, there is nothing that can separate us. Neither death, nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither our fears for today, nor our worries for tomorrow. Not even the powers of hell can separate us from this great love, as St. Paul reminds us in his letter to the Romans. Now that is something to sing hallelujah about, isn't it? Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
We just can't stop singing it, can we? That's right, every Easter. A different moment or figure in the Easter story speaks to our hearts and spirits, our fears, our anxieties, depending on the circumstances and situations that we're dealing with. God speaks to us. God speaks to us in the words of the angel, in the open grave, in the simple kindness of the women, and most especially, the risen Jesus himself, who says to us, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Whatever road that you're traveling on this Easter morning, whatever burial cause you're struggling to free yourself from, whatever cross you are struggling to carry, may you find reason to hope. And may that hope free you to recreate your life in Easter joy, Easter peace, in Easter amazement.